Good start from Alana Reid, who seems to hold the lead slightly at the moment. Can she maintain that? Hodge battling to get back on terms. Would have been Goodison trying to get up there. Hodge could not get back to Alana Reid.
Alana Reid's sudden departure from Star Athletics has sparked major controversy. Was it just a training move, or was there real tension with Sha'Carri Richardson? The rising Jamaican star walked away from a high-profile setup, leaving everyone wondering what really happened behind the scenes. Did their rivalry start long before race day?
As the stagger fully unwinds into the straight, I think it is going to be Jamaica from potentially the French in lane 3, although Nigeria trying to get back at them, and the French messed up the baton change. They haven't got the baton over inside the box. So it has actually the team from Puerto Rico.
Let's look at how this all started. Reid burst onto the scene like a bolt of lightning, running an incredible 10.92 seconds in the 100 meters at the 2023 Jamaican Championships. This wasn't just fast, it was record-breaking for a Jamaican U20 athlete. She followed this up with a bronze medal in the 200 meters at the World U20 Championships, running 22.95 seconds. These performances showed everyone that a new star was rising in track and field. When Reid joined Star Athletics in Florida in late 2023, it seemed like a perfect match. She would train under Dennis Mitchell, one of the sport's top coaches, alongside Sha'Carri Richardson, who was already making headlines as America's sprint queen. The setup looked ideal, a young talent learning from an established star, both pushing each other to be better. Reid's performances improved, and she even made it to the Paris 2024 Olympics, running in the 4x100 meter relay for Jamaica. But something wasn't quite right beneath the surface. Training with someone as high-profile as Richardson comes with its own challenges.
The under 20 girls 200 meters, already going strong is Alana Reid up right there. Dockery also flying in lane number 5. Into the turn they come. It is Alana Reid and then Dockery. Also there is Carletta Bernard of Mount Alvernia. But Alana Reid is storming away from the field. The back to one for second. Carletta Bernard occupies that spot. Alana Reid will look to stop.
While Richardson was the star of the show, Reid was trying to build her own identity in the sport. Sources close to the situation suggest that sharing the spotlight with such a dominant personality might have created tension. The training environment at Star Athletics is known for being intense, and not everyone can handle that pressure. The breaking point came when Reid announced she was leaving Star Athletics to join hurdle mechanics at the University of Arkansas. This wasn't just any move.
To finish off your high school career, is it everything that you had envisioned?
Well, to be honest, yes, my aim this year was to win both the 100 and the 200. I did just so in class 4, my first year at Champs. I won the sprint double, so it's just for me to come back and repeat that again. I'm leaving this year, so I wanted to leave my mark, and that's what I did, and I'm really proud of myself.
She was joining a group that included fellow Jamaicans Akira Nent and Nikisha Price, along with Olympic medalists like Alexis Holmes and Amber Anning. The timing and suddenness of the departure raised eyebrows across the track world. People started wondering, was this just about finding a better training situation, or was there more to the story? Reid's camp stayed quiet about the specific reasons for the split, but the track and field rumor mill went into overdrive. Some suggested there were clashes with Richardson, while others pointed to differences in training philosophy. The fact that neither Reid nor Richardson has publicly addressed the situation only adds to the speculation. The move to hurdle mechanics isn't just about changing training groups, it's about Reid taking control of her career. At Arkansas, she's joining a program known for its data-driven coaching methods and specialized training approach. She's no longer in anyone's shadow, free to develop her own style and identity as an athlete. The presence of other Jamaican athletes in the group provides a comfort level that might have been missing at Star Athletics. The impact of Reid's departure is already sending shockwaves through the sprint world. For Richardson, losing a training partner of Reid's caliber isn't just about missing someone to push her in practice. It's about watching a potential rival set up camp elsewhere. The two athletes are now on a collision course that could lead to some of the most exciting track showdowns we've seen in years. Both will likely face each other at major competitions in 2025, and the tension from their training split will only add to the drama. What makes this situation even more interesting is how different these two athletes are. Richardson is known for her bold personality, colorful hair, and outspoken nature. She's become as famous for her post-race interviews as her blazing speed. Reed, on the other hand, represents the traditional Jamaican approach to sprinting, quiet confidence, letting your times do the talking. These contrasting styles could create a rivalry that track and field desperately needs.
On the 20 girls 100 final. Off they go. Alana Reid got up well for Jamaica. Reid goes to the front. Alana Reid in control. Alexis James tries to go with her. She can't. Alana Reid blows the field away. 10.94.
The move to hurdle mechanics could be exactly what Reed needs to take her career to the next level. She's now training with Olympic medalists like Alexis Holmes and Amber Anning, plus fellow Jamaicans who understand her background and culture. The Arkansas-based group is known for its scientific approach to training, using cutting-edge technology to help athletes reach their peak. This could give Reed the edge she needs to challenge not just Richardson, but all the top sprinters in the world. The timing of this split couldn't be more dramatic with the 2025 World Championships on the horizon. Both athletes will be aiming to make their mark, and their first head-to-head meeting since the split will be must-watch television. Reed's times have been improving steadily, and some track insiders believe she could be ready to run times that would put her right up there with Richardson and the world's best. For Richardson, this situation presents a new challenge. She's no longer just defending her position against established stars. Now she has to watch out for a former training partner who knows her tendencies and training methods. The dynamic between them during races will be fascinating to watch. Will there be pre-race drama? Post-race reactions? The track and field world can't wait to find out. The split has also highlighted a bigger trend in track and field, the changing landscape of how athletes prepare for competition. Traditional loyalties to training groups are being replaced by a more professional, business-like approach. Athletes are now willing to make bold moves if they think it will benefit their careers, even if it means creating awkward situations or potential rivalries. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, both Reed and Richardson have something to prove. Reed needs to show that leaving Star Athletics was the right decision and that she can compete at the highest level. Richardson needs to demonstrate that losing a top training partner won't affect her performance. Every time they line up against each other, these storylines will add extra tension to already exciting races. The track and field world is split on this rivalry, Reed's youth and talent versus Richardson's experience and clutch performances. Some see Reed surging ahead, while others believe Richardson will stay on top. One thing is certain, their races will be must-watch events in 2025. Who will come out on top? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more updates.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of about time that we got our opportunity to share our stories and have the biggest moment ever watched.
The 2025 indoor track season just gave us one of its most exciting moments at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. Everyone was waiting to see what would happen when two Olympic champions, Noah Lyles and Marcel Jacobs, faced off in the 60-meter sprint. Lyles came in as the current Olympic 100-meter champion, while Jacobs was still remembered for his stunning Tokyo Olympics victory. The crowd at Boston was buzzing with excitement, knowing they were about to watch something special. Before the race even started, people couldn't stop talking about who would come out on top. The drama started early in the semi-finals, and it was almost like watching a movie. Jacobs, who many expected to cruise through, barely made it to the finals with a disappointing time of 6.69 seconds. This was shocking for someone who used to dominate indoor sprints. Meanwhile, Lyles looked completely in control, winning his semi-final heat with a powerful 6.55 seconds. Just when everyone thought Jacobs wouldn't make it to the final, fate stepped in. Another athlete's injury opened up a spot, and Jacobs got his second chance. When the final race began, the stadium was electric with anticipation. 8 of the world's fastest men lined up, but all eyes were on lanes 4 and 5, where Lyles and Jacobs stood ready. As soon as the gun went off, Lyles showed why he's considered the world's fastest man right now. By the halfway point of the race, he was already pulling away from everyone else. His form looked perfect, his speed was incredible, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. The finish wasn't even close. Lyles crossed the line in an impressive 6.52 seconds, leaving everyone else fighting for second place.
They're away cleanly. It is a fast start from Trayvon Bromwell and from Terence Jones. Noah Lyles driving hard here in the middle. It is going to be a win for Noah Lyles. Outside 650 this year, but an important win for Noah Lyles. He looks very pleased with that. He didn't get the perfect start. I've got to say his start was better last year.
He's got the job done there, Noah Lyles. He was, as you said,
Terence Jones from the Bahamas managed to grab second with 6.57 seconds, while PJ Austin took third in 6.60 seconds. Jacobs, the former indoor world champion, had to settle for fourth place with a time of 6.63 seconds. Even former world indoor champion Trayvon Bromwell couldn't keep up, finishing fifth. After the race, Lyles showed why he's not just a great athlete, but also a star. "I'm trying to transcend my sport," he said, making it clear that winning Olympic gold wasn't enough. He wants to win everywhere he goes because he's the world's fastest man. This wasn't just trash talk, he backed it up with his performance. His victory sent a clear message to everyone in track and field. 2025 is going to be Noah Lyles' year.
Oh yeah, I've been, this is our third year in a row bringing in the walk-ins, so I'm very proud to see that it didn't die in the first year, and I'm glad to see more and more people doing it.
For Jacobs, this race showed how much work he has ahead of him. Just a few years ago, he was the one everyone was chasing after his Tokyo Olympics triumph. Now he's struggling to keep up with the new generation of sprinters. His fourth-place finish isn't just a loss. It's a sign that the sprinting world has moved on, and he'll need to find something special to get back to the top. This race means even more when you think about what's coming up this year. With major championships on the horizon, Lyles has shown he's ready to defend his titles. His time of 6.52 seconds isn't just fast. It's a warning to every other sprinter out there. He's not just winning race, he's dominating them and doing it with style. But wait, there is more. For track and field fans, this race revealed something important about where sprinting is heading in 2025. Lyles isn't just winning, he's changing how people think about sprinting. His ability to dominate both indoor and outdoor events shows he's become a complete sprinter. Most athletes are either better indoors or outdoors, but Lyles seems unstoppable in both. This versatility makes him especially dangerous as the season moves forward. The technical side of Lyles' victory is worth looking at closely. His start, which used to be his weak point, has improved dramatically. He's now getting out of the blocks faster and stronger than ever before. By the 30-meter mark of the 60-meter race, he was already pulling away from the field. This is particularly impressive because the 60 meters is usually where specialists in short sprints have an advantage. Lyles proved he can beat anyone, even at their own game. What makes this win even more impressive is that it was only Lyles' second race of 25. Athletes usually need several races to reach their peak form, but Lyles is already running times that most sprinters would be happy with at the end of their season. His time of 6.52 seconds wasn't just fast enough to win, it was the kind of performance that makes other athletes wonder if they can catch up at all. The impact on Jacobs can't be ignored. After dominating the indoor circuit in previous years, including winning the world indoor title, he now faces serious questions about his future. His time of 6.63 seconds would be good for most sprinters, but for someone who once ran 6.41 seconds, it shows how far he's fallen from his peak. The indoor season has just started, but Jacobs already has a lot of work to do if he wants to challenge for major titles this year. Looking at the rest of the field shows how deep sprinting talent has become. Terence Jones, the NCAA record holder, proved he belongs with the elite by finishing second. PJ Austin's third-place finish shows there's a new generation of sprinters ready to challenge the established stars. Even Trayvon Bromwell, a former world indoor champion, found himself watching the backs of younger athletes. The atmosphere in the Boston Stadium showed how much this race meant to everyone. Every time Lyles runs now, people expect something special, and he delivered. The crowd was on their feet for the final 20 meters, watching him pull away from world-class sprinters like they were standing still. This wasn't just a race, it was a statement about who's in charge of men's sprinting right now. For the rest of 2025, other sprinters will have to figure out how to deal with this new, improved version of Noah Lyles. He's not just fast, He's confident, consistent, and seems to be getting better with every race. His goal of transcending the sport doesn't seem like just talk anymore. He's backing it up with performances that are hard to ignore. Noah Lyles' victory in Boston cements him as the undisputed king of sprinting. It's not just about speed, it's about dominance, consistency, and clutch performances. As the season continues, one thing is clear: he's the man to beat. Can anyone challenge Noah Lyles? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more updates.
You can admire someone and you can respect someone in the track and field in any sport. But if you start letting them become your idol, then it becomes a point of you're going to put them on this pedestal that you won't be able to break.
Something big is about to go down at the 2025 Boston Indoor Grand Prix. The men's 60-meter sprint has become more than just another indoor race. It's turned into a preview of the entire sprint season. After Noah Lyles' recent season opener of 6.62 seconds, all eyes are on how this story will unfold in Boston, where he's made history 2 years running.
Put Usain Bolt on, this is an amazing guy, he broke the world record, yes he did all that stuff, but it's not impossible to break that record because he had to break somebody else's record.
Let's look back at how this rivalry has built up over recent years. In 2023, Lyles and Brummel gave us a race to remember in Boston. Lyles came out on top with a personal best of 6.51 seconds, showing the world his start was catching up to his famous top-end speed. This victory wasn't just about the numbers. It launched Lyles into an incredible outdoor season where he claimed both the 100 meters and 200 meters world titles in Budapest, running impressive times of 9.83 and 19.52 seconds. The Boston race had become his springboard to greatness.
Brummel got a better start than Lyles, that's for sure. On the inside, Kemp got away well as well. But as we see Noah Lyles start to come through, that's very close. Brummel got away better. Noah Lyles coming through with momentum. He has got it. 6:51, a new lifetime best for Noah Lyles. 0.04 of a second off it. And once again, Noah Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
The 2024 edition raised the stakes even higher. Lyles returned to Boston and shocked everyone with a massive improvement, running 6.44 seconds. This time, he didn't just beat Brummel. He took down a field that included Johan Blake, Ronnie Baker, and Fred Curley. Once again, the Boston performance set the tone for his year, leading to that unforgettable Olympic 100-meter final where he claimed gold. In one of the closest finishes in history, the pattern was clear: dominate in Boston, dominate the season. Now, the 2025 Boston Indoor Grand Prix is bringing together perhaps the most impressive 60-meter field ever assembled. Olympic champion Marcel Jacobs brings his 6.41 second personal best from Italy. NCAA record holder Terrence Jones represents the Bahamas with his remarkable consistency under 6.50 seconds. British record holder Zarrell Hughes adds European flair to the mix. And at the center of it all, we have the next chapter in the Lyles-Brummel saga.
Jonathan Farina. Now really quick away is Blake in the blue. He's light on his feet, and here comes Darnell Hughes. Darnell Hughes like a rocket.
Brummel's comeback story adds another layer of drama to this showdown. After battling injuries and setbacks that would have ended many careers, he recently proved he's back in top form. His 6.42 second run at a small meet in Clemson tied him for 6th fastest all time. This wasn't just a fast time, it was a statement that the former world indoor champion isn't done rewriting history. Every time Brummel steps on the track, he brings the potential to break records.
They're safely away. Bracey got a good start. Lamont Jacobs trying to get into his running. Christian Coleman's up at the moment. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Is it the Olympic champion from the world champion?
Marcel Jacobs remains the fastest man in the field on paper. His 6.41 second personal best from the 2022 World Indoor Championships, where he edged out Christian Coleman, shows his ability to perform under pressure. Even after dealing with injuries in recent seasons, Jacobs proved his worth in the Paris Olympic final, running 9.85 seconds while splitting 6.44 through 60 meters. His presence in Boston adds international star power to an already stellar field. The wild card in this race is Terrence Jones. Standing well over 6 feet tall, he's breaking the mold for what's possible in the short sprints. Most elite 60-meter runners are compact and explosive, But Jones brings a unique combination of height and acceleration. His collegiate record of 6.45 seconds wasn't a one-off performance. He's consistently run under 6.50 seconds, winning multiple NCAA titles. His ability to compete with and beat the world's best, despite his unusual height, makes him a fascinating addition to this field.
Bromell got a better start than Lyles, that's for sure. On the inside, Kemp got away well as well. But as we see Noah Lyles start to come through, that's very close. Bromell got away.
The technical aspects of the Boston track add another interesting element to this competition. Unlike some of the fastest times in history that were set at altitude, in places like Albuquerque, Boston sits at sea level. This means any exceptional performances here can't be attributed to thin air helping the sprinters. The indoor environment eliminates wind assistance, making times directly comparable to other indoor performances throughout history. Noah Lyles' progression in the 60 meters tells an interesting story of improvement, currently ranked 9th all-time indoors. His journey from a primarily 200-meter specialist to a complete sprinter has been remarkable. His start, once considered his weakness, has become increasingly powerful. While his season opener of 6.62 seconds might not seem extraordinary, it mirrors his pattern from 2024 when he opened with 6.63 before shocking everyone with 6.44 in Boston. The historical context makes this upcoming race even more significant. Christian Coleman's world record of 6.34 seconds and Maurice Green's 6.39 stand as the ultimate targets. When we look at the top 10 list of all-time indoor performances, we see names like Andre Kaysen, Ronnie Baker, and now both Lyles and Bromell. The difference between these times often comes down to hundredths of seconds, making every technical aspect of the race crucial. Looking at fan predictions adds another interesting angle to this story. Recent polls show support split between the main contenders, with many backing Bromell's comeback potential. Others see Jacobs as the favorite based on his championship pedigree, while Lyles' recent dominance has earned him a strong following. The variety of opinions shows just how open and competitive this field really is. What makes this Boston Showdown particularly intriguing is its potential to predict the outdoor season. Over the past 2 years, success in Boston has translated directly to championship victories for Lyles. If this pattern holds, the winner in Boston might be giving us a preview of who will dominate the 100 meters throughout 2025. The quality of the field suggests we'll see something special. The current world-leading time for 2025 stands at 6.50 seconds, set by J.C. Stevenson in Texas.